Hello friends, and welcome to today's video. Hello. So this is the second time of me recording this, so I have a little bit more structure, if you will. So this is all the art fight videos I'm doing in 1 week. So I want to start this off with, no, these are not in order. I just kind of threw them all, slapped them all on a speed paint. I will barely be glazing over them because for some of them I'm really proud of, some of them they're like okay, some of them depending on if it was my day off or not, it depended on how much time I could put into it, but I do have a lot of fun. I am gonna do this more. I'm gonna try to draw every day for art fight, yada 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 yada. Okay, on to one thing for my videos. As you can tell, this is probably gonna be really late in the day. I decided I'd rather go to bed early ish instead of staying up till 3 a.m. editing a video. And yeah, so I've decided I want to change my upload time. So I either want to make it later on Saturday, so at around 3 or 4 on Saturday, or I want to change the upload day to 11:30 on Sunday, so I have Friday and Saturday to edit videos. I'm gonna put a poll in my Discord server, so if you're new here and you like my art and you like my videos, click the link in the description that says Discord. That's my Discord server. If you want to vote on the poll, everyone's really nice and there's some good art there. And vote on either Saturday, later on Saturday, or the same time on Sunday, or maybe like noon on Sundays. I'll upload. I'm thinking that would probably be the better option. I'm not too terribly sure, but it's completely up to you guys. I just want to change it to make it later so I have more of a cushion time so that I'm not scrambling every week or every 2 weeks, and I have more time to actually do things for the videos. Onto art fight. So the first attack I did was actually in my last video where I drew in a sketchbook, and the second attack I did was, I believe it was this one. So, or no, yeah, it was, because it was a revenge. So for this one, I drew Lavi. I really liked I was originally going to draw a different character, but I ended up changing my mind because I liked the demon and the black and the pink, and the cat ears or the wolf ears. It called to me, and so I went, you know what, I'm doing it, it's calling to me, and I am doing it. So that is exactly what I did. So I did this in my normal style, except for, you'll see in a minute, I actually did this really cool trick where I did a frame by frame for the flames in the background and for the blinking eye. I had a lot of fun doing this. It didn't take too terribly long because it's just an eye. It's an eyeball. It's not crazy. Blinking animation's not that difficult. It's just drawing an eyeball in different positions, especially frame by frame. It's just eye open, eye half closed, eye closed, and then you replay it for it to open. So it didn't, and then for the flames it was the same thing. It was just flame move, flame wiggle, flame light, and that was it. I turned this into a little gif for them to have of this character. It was very cute, and I really liked the way the gif turned out. I was kind of inspired by like Nightcore videos where something is like partially animated or the background's animated separate, I guess, and then like maybe there'll be like a blinking or like the hair flowing. I didn't have the time to paint the hair flowing. That would have kind of driven me insane, because animating hair is a beast I don't really care to deal with. I love drawing hair. Animating hair is a different thing. So yeah, for the and then I rendered out the outfit. I added in the fluffy neck piece. I wanted to make sure it looked extra fluffy. I added in all the details. I was really excited to do the hair because I really like the pieces that are like the pink chunks, I guess, of the hair. I think it looks really cool in this like more graphic-y style, and I was trying to replicate that in my painterly style. It didn't exactly work out as much as I wanted it to. After I was done rendering the clothes and the hair, I did the skin. I always render with a darker color and then put a lighter color over the darker color. I find this to be a lot easier when rendering the way I do, because you kind of can build in your own shadows, even with something where it's majority of it you're just coloring in over the color. For me, it helps me build up shadows, and then after that, I animated in the eye, and as you can see, this was the animation I got. I had so much fun doing this, and yay! Yeah. I want to, well, and then this was the one I did the most recently that I had a lot of fun with too, because it was another one of my days off. I had a lot of fun with it. I tried my hardest, or I wanted to save this character for the very end because I was very excited to draw her really pretty long hair. It's Cassandra. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. I'm very sorry. I tried pronouncing it the first time I recorded this and I failed miserably. So we're just gonna call it. We're just gonna say, Cassandra. Tharasa. Oh, I rolled my R. That's, yeah. I really liked her hair and the book, and I was like, I gotta draw you. Snatch. Yeah, that's basically it. I just really want to draw this character's hair and stuff. I was just like a reward because I love long wavy hair. It's so fun. It's so fun to draw and make it all shiny and pretty. I just genuinely enjoyed the process of that. But yeah, I also, I don't know. I don't really have much to say other than I did it, and the background, I like the background because I made it the same pattern on the skirt. More for about, like, I guess, uploading. Once you guys do vote, I will change it for the next upcoming week. I'm just gonna do it on Discord because YouTube posts don't usually get seen. More of you guys are gonna see this video than you are gonna see a YouTube post. So I would rather just go join my Discord server and vote. Because if you're that strongly opinionated, you're gonna vote. At least that's how I would feel about it. Like, if I was strongly opinionated about my YouTuber's upload schedule and they told me to go somewhere to vote to change it, I would go there. So yeah. I do also want to say that I'm thinking of maybe at some point, if I get enough money, I'm thinking about changing my model. I think there's a very specific person I want to possibly commission for it, because I like the way they rig and it looks very fluid and like cool, and I finally found him after like searching for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I know, oh my gosh, you just made this model, but I just don't, I like it, but I wish I made it to where the head could turn instead of just leaning side to side, and now I feel like I'm a dingleberry whenever I move my head, but it's not like a huge deal, but it's something that might happen in the future. So if it does, yippee. If not, it, however it ends up. I didn't want to mention it because I didn't know if I was gonna make a whole big ass announcement or if it was just gonna be like boop and then it was there. On to the of my favorite part about drawing this thing, I guess more about the video, is that I really liked drawing the little sentient grimoire. It's so silly. I love it. It's crying. I made it cry because it looked sad in the ref, and I was like, I gotta make it sad. It has to be. And then the crow, I gave one eye like the imp because I thought that would make it more apparent that the imp is the crow. I know probably in actual practice it wouldn't look like this, but I thought it would like visually language it to be, oh, that's this guy. For this specific drawing. But yeah, I really enjoyed drawing this. I really enjoyed the hair. I was doing it and I was like, la 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 la. I love drawing hair. Because I do. I really do. I like it more than rendering eyes. My favorite thing is to draw hair. After that, I did the skin and then I shaded it. I used a darker color and then I used a darker color and then I used a lighter color. That's the actual skin tone. And then I used a lighter color than that on top of the lighter color. I don't think I got her facial proportions exactly how I would normally, because I kind of made her eyes a little too big, but I really wanted to draw the big doe brown eyes because obviously that's fun too. And then after I did the pattern, I added in some extra shading with an airbrush and a multiply. I added in a little bit of rim light. I added some noise, and then I put my the AI nightshade thing on it, and I was done and ready to continue. Oh, and highlights, obviously some highlights. Can't do anything without highlights. The next character I did, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce. It was, oh, I'll try my hardest. I'll try my hardest to pronounce it. It was Daja. There we go. I really like this design. I had it from last year, and holy shit, I just had to draw it. I just don't even know how to explain it other than I fucking love this design. It's so pretty, and I love the Hanfu and the snakes with the snake tail and the ears and the fact that the jaw opens all the way, which I didn't draw for this picture, but I just love it. I love the little claw jewelry piece. It's just this design is great. I tried to mix because some of the references have different hair colors, so I tried to mix the two hair colors together. But yeah, I fucking love this design. It's so cool. And I had to draw it, and I did. I did some minimal kind of cell shading painterly. I tried to replicate watercolor. Didn't exactly work out for me, but I tried because I wanted it to look like an old painting that you'd see on a scroll. I wouldn't say it worked out for me, but you know, a person can try. But I did really enjoy the way this one turned out. I want to do a real, I guess, a more watercolory version of it, but I love it. I love this design too. It was so fun. I try to, whenever I outright attack people, I try to attack them. I try to attack them in a way that, or I try to attack designs I find interesting, and I found this one very interesting and fun, and long hair, obviously, that's a sucker for me. Mia, draw my character. If it has long hair that I can just highlight and texture the crap out of, it's already been done. On to the next character, which is Zulmat. Yes, I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm so sorry if I butcher any names. I really enjoyed the colors, and I wanted to try to do different artists from different everything. And I've been doing I've been trying to grab people from different character designs, and I like the colors, and I like the fit. The fit is very fit. And I liked the hair, and so I was like, let's go. And so I drew this one. I rendered it my normal style because I had the day off. I worked early, I believe. So I had time during the day after I worked to do whatever. So I drew this. In the character description, it says that she doesn't trust people, and she wants revenge. That translates into no sleep. So I gave this character eye bags because you don't sleep. I'm giving you that character trait right now. I'm joking, obviously, but that's what I put on there because I thought that made sense. In my mind, that makes sense that this character would have eye bags, so I just gave them eye bags for that reason. You don't trust anybody, you can't sleep near anybody. You're obsessed with revenge. You're laying in bed all night staring at the ceiling thinking of vengeance and revenge, so you don't sleep. And so yeah. After that, I started off rendering the skin because I wasn't really sure what I wanted, and that's usually where I'll start if I'm not sure where I want to render first, or if I have an idea and I want to make sure I remember it. So hence eye bags. So I made sure to render that in first before I did anything else, so that I remembered to put them in. I also did a trick with this character where I call it the white void, where you just you render and you shade normal, and then you put a multiply, like a purple I'd use a purple for this character, over it, and then after that I would lower the opacity and add in some white highlights, and then airbrush this around the back, and it looks like there's this white backlight, and it looks like the white void that is in every single anime ever. And so I did that for this piece, for the background. We're not there yet, obviously, but you know, I did the same thing, black, and then I render on the darker color, and then I render on the base color, and then I render on a lighter color. And I did that for everything else here, and then I added in the void, and then I added in the light, and then there is Zulmat. Yes. Sorry, syllables are hard. But yeah, I really enjoyed drawing this, and I enjoyed the eye bags, and I enjoyed the color purple. So that is Zulmat. For the next one in this series, I did this more closer to the beginning of Art Fight. I attacked my friend Zero Gravity, and I attacked his character Haze, and I made him and I attacked him, and I made their character Haze and my character Noodle. So I've only watched till season 3 of My Hero Academia. I just have a character because Ferret Thief is great, and I wanted a Ferret Thief character, and then Zero Gravity was like, hey, you should make a character, because I have a bunch of characters, and I was like, alright, and that's how Noodle was born. And so I drew Haze and Noodle taking a selfie, and the phone is cracked because that's very in personality for both of these characters. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. I rendered this in my normal style. I tried to be a little bit more painterly, but sometimes that doesn't work out for me. But yeah, I started off with Haze because that's the character I'm mainly attacking. I just added in Noodle for funsies. I realized I made their skin tone a little bit too saturated, so I turned it down just a touch. I do saturate my skin tones quite a bit because I think it gives the skin tone more like light to it, life to it. Like you have like the blood going to your face and stuff. But even for that, I think I oversaturated it a little bit, so I tried to tone it down just a touch. After that, I rendered Noodle Poodle, and I added in a brick wall, I added in some graffiti, I added in the phone crack, and the glass, and this was done. And I had a fun time drawing Haze and Noodle. After that, I drew Misty Glitter Rain. This character, I remember it in the description, is nice but is actually an asshole. Or looks nice but is actually an asshole. And in one of the character arts, it's this character in this pink fluffy dress and rainbow hair going KYS, which is so funny. I'm not gonna say like the full what it actually is because YouTube will probably kill me, but it was very funny. I chuckled a little bit at it, so I wanted to make sure I drew this character because that was funny. And I like the rainbow gradient. It reminds me of Nyan Cat, and I love Nyan Cat. So I made sure to highlight it, and I made sure to add I did cell shading with a watercolor brush, and then I added in highlights, and then I added in the background. After that, I was done, but I did enjoy drawing this character. I did 2 attacks in one day, and this was the second attack I did. And then this attack was the first attack I did in the morning. Was Poppity. They have this cute little rain hat, or like flower hat, and I was like rain hat, and then I made it a whole like in the rain. And then this is a Minecraft fairy, and so I made the background Minecraft, and I like how this turned out. I did the same cell shading thing. I want to kind of try to redraw this with a different perspective and me actually rendering it if I have the time. Maybe next week because I have a whole week off. But we'll see. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun drawing this character. It was very cute, very Stella core. 10 out of 10. But yeah, this is all I did for Art Fight. If you want to vote on my new YouTube schedule, go vote. I had a lot of fun doing Art Fight. If you want to attack me, the link's in the description. And if you want to see these people, if you go in and you link to my attacks, you will find all of them. All the people, all the most recent people I have attacked. So you can attack them because their art's all super cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.